welcome. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Get Ready for Your Day morning routine where we just kind of wake ourselves up, connect our minds to our bodies. This is the beginner routine where everybody and anybody is welcome to come in, even if you've never done anything like this before. We are starting very gently and slowly but surely working our way up over a long but sustainable period of time. So we are just trying to get all the parts of our body moving, get some awareness of where we are, and have a slow build up, because that's the best way to keep it consistent, is to not get frustrated or overwhelmed with any of this. So please like and subscribe if you have not already, and then take your nice sturdy stance. So you're gonna feel like almost like you've got wet sand in your legs that is really heavy, that is anchoring you to the ground, that even if you try to come with your legs, just so you feel super sturdy. And I just want you to breathe in and out, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth and in through your nose. I'm going to take in a new day and let the old one out as you exhale. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And this slow breathing is relaxing our bodies, bringing a little oxygen into muscles. In and out. And with this next breath, I want you to lift your arms to the side. And exhale, we're going to come down. And like we did on Monday, this time bring them to the front. As high as you can go. It does not have to be very high. I'm going to be switching back and forth so you can see what I'm doing. You can stay where you are and lift them to the side. And lift them to the front. So we're just going up and down with our arms. And on this next one, we're down, bend our knees just a little bit. We call softening your knees, meaning they're not really bent, but they're also not straight. And you breathe in, bring your arms up and straighten them. And as you exhale, they're going to bend again. And to the front with your arms, and going down, to the side, and down. And all of these movements are about your body, so as high as your arms go, as much as your knees bend. Thing to think about is you're bending your knees. You want your knees right over your feet. You don't want to twist them. You want to keep them straight. And more to the side. And we're going to come to the side again. Meaning in the middle. Try and keep your legs, your base very, very sturdy. And if your arms don't meet, you can also stay here. And just a little bend to the side. This is not a big bend. This is just a teeny tiny bend for the upper part of our bodies. Starting to just mobilize different areas. And one more, and come to the center. And now we're going to try and bend just from the waist. Try not to let everything go with it. So you can move for a little bit, but it's just something to think about, that it is your waist, in fact, bending. And lower your arms. You're just going to come up. Your arms are going to lower as you bend. This is going to be our future crunch. So we're just getting abdomen working. And your arms down, but let's keep kind of bowing and straightening. And coming up straight, and just putting your hands on your hips. This time I just want you to kind of just straighten up as much as you can. And think about just looking up the sky a little bit, letting your body tilt, but just a little bit. Just looking up the sky. And coming back, lifting your shoulders up, and letting go down, and shoulders up, and shoulders down, and shoulders up, and shoulders down, up and down, and this time we're gonna roll them, so let them drop forward, up and roll them to the back, and drop forward, and roll them to the back, and dropping forward, and rolling to the back, and then we're gonna reverse that back to the front, and back to the front, and back to the front. And this last one we're going to do front to back again. And as you roll your shoulders back, remember the feeling of your posture of standing very upright. And throughout your day, I want you to, every time you think of it, just roll your shoulders back and try and straighten up. Slowly, this will become a habit. If every time you think of it, you just give yourself a little shoulder roll and then the back. So this next part, skip it if you have neck pain. Otherwise, this is just our heads dropping. It's not our whole neck. It's just the chin is bobbing up and down, like we're saying yes, just nodding. And this time we're going to drop it down, and we're going to roll our right ear to our right shoulder, and back to the middle. This is not a stretch, this is just you want to loosen, you want it gentle, and back to the middle. And ear to shoulder, and to the middle, and ear to the left shoulder, and to the middle, and ear to the left shoulder, and to the middle, ear to the left shoulder, and to the middle, and coming up, and we're going to glance to the right, and we're going to glance to the left. Again, this is not a movement that's straining you, we're just going to shake our heads, we're saying no. Just to get you moving. And come back to the middle. And letting your arms hang by your side. We're just going to bend and straighten our lower, lifting our lower arms. And this is again however high they lift up. And now we're going to put those arms a little bit, they can either go to the back, they can go out, or just change position a little bit and keep bending and straightening. And now we're going to be lifting our elbows. You can either tuck your arms, your armpits, or you can just lift your elbows. And we want our elbows to be doing the work here. At least that's the feeling, that your elbows are leading the movement, going up and down, as opposed to your whole arm lifting. Just keep that in mind as your elbows lift up and down. Wrists side to side. And then we're going to do them forwards and backwards. And just going up and down. And then we're just going to close and open our hands. When you open, try and spread your fingers wide like a tree frog. Just opening and closing, getting the blood circulating to the far extremities. And then we're going to go hands on hips. And again, this time we're going to tilt. This time we're going to do a little more. This is really your side bend, side to side. So fireflies, let me know in the comments if this is a good time or if we could go a little earlier, a little later, because as we're starting to lengthen these routines, we might need a little more time, so we have to shift it because we have the intermediate right after this. So let me know how you feel about that and what times are good. Are you an early bird or are you just getting out of bed? What times are good for you? All right, so now we're just gonna bend and straighten our knees. This is just a small bend, which I want you to think about is that your knee is right over your foot, that it's not going either side. You want to keep that very even, bend and straightening. And warming up your knees, and ready to go. Okay, and this time we are going to just bend one knee and then the other knee. This isn't our weight shift yet, so don't worry where your body is so much. We're gonna get to that. We're going to just go from side to side. And coming up, and now we are going to do our weight shift. For those of you who have already been on this channel, you know we're very big about knowing where your weight is over your legs. This is, can be for dancing, but it's also for life, very important to know. So I want you to just bend your knees, and then we're gonna take our entire body and shift it over our right leg. I want you to feel that your left leg is having a rest, your weight is on your right, and then I want you to push off that right foot, push into the ground, push, 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 until you get to the left. And then your left foot is gonna push, push, push into the ground, and you're gonna shift all the way to your right. And we're just gonna go back and forth. And just be conscious of which leg is carrying your weight. There's one thing that we want to be focused on, among others, is balance. So it's not always the case that both your legs are holding you as we take a step. We're a little unbalanced, we're moving our weight. And coming back up. And this is a little exercise that we did before. So as you're, normally you would step heel, toe, and your weight would gradually come forward. This exercise, I want you to take a step and I want you to take your whole body with it. So you're gonna, like an ice skater, just push your entire body onto your leg. Kind of walking in like a zombie. So all of that weight goes straight on one leg and then in the other leg. It's just kind of walking. I keep flipping around because I don't want to have a lot of space that will still keep in the camera. But you can just walk wherever you have space. Really try and feel that weight shift. And now we're just the beginnings of balance, so we're going to get in the middle. We're going to press off our left foot again, shift our weight. And this time, I want you to just see if you can pick up your heel a little bit, just to test how much of your weight is still on that foot. And then the other leg, just test it. We'll be getting more into that too. But now we have to get to our another knee bend. This one, I'm going to try and do a little deeper, a little slower. Again, think your knees are going right over your feet. And this next one, slide your hands on your legs so you're leaning forward. Embrace yourself here. And then we're going to bend and straighten in that position. And staying down, just gonna release your hands and hang and pull up and roll the shoulders back to our posture. And then we are gonna grab onto something and put one leg behind. And then you're gonna shift your weight onto your right leg or your left. It doesn't really matter which leg you start on. And you want to feel a little pull in the back of your calf. And feel that little pull, get that stretched out. And then come back up. And your weight is going to be a little more on your back leg than your front leg, but it does not have to be extreme. This is not a weight shift. I want you to bend that back leg so you feel a stretch in the lower part. wiggle. Move your ankle from side to side, however much it goes. And putting it on the ground. I want you to think about fanning out your toes. Your toes don't fan out. I want you to imagine that they do. Visualize what that would feel like. And try and send that signal from your brain to your toes. And that is the first step in being able to do the movement. Okay, going to the other leg. This time I'm gonna move onto, well, I did my right foot forward. The first one, I'm gonna put most of my weight on the left and let my right calf stretch out a little. And coming back up. And then weight a little more towards the back so I can bend my back knee and feel lower calf stretch. These movements are all kind of smooth and flowy on these just in the morning because they're for fascia mostly. But underneath our fascia are lots of muscles which will slowly engage. Coming back up and wiggling the ankle from side to side. Laying foot flat on the floor and with your toes out. Or at least imagining that your toes are fanning out. And we're going to just do one last one. So taking the first foot you were on again, rest the other leg. You're gonna kind of have your weight on the foot that you're not, that's not your what we call working leg, the one that's going to be in the air or doing the movement. I just want you to bring it up so it's on the balls of your feet and back down again. And up and down, however much your foot goes. And people have a huge arch and they can go way up. But even if your foot just goes up and down, get that moving. Our feet do a lot of work during the day, and they love it when they're already warmed up and prepared to go. Around to the other side, and we're going to go up and down the heel. And deep breath in, and deep breath out. And stretch out your arms to the side. Stretch to each wall, and then hug yourself. Say, you're amazing, you did it, you got here, you followed along, or at least you watched. And that's the first step. So I will see you on Friday. I'm gonna hop right back on for the intermediate routine. And after that, we have our choreography workshop. So if you wanna stay tuned, please like and subscribe. So happy you're here, and I love all of you. Butterflies. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.